Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
From Homestead Media, this is HHS In-Depth.
Now on HHS In-Depth, Olivia Butler gives us a behind-the-scenes peek of the annual fall play, Rumors.
Plus, Riley Surface will tell us the process for getting a club started from the ground up.
And learn about Homestead students who are volunteering to coach Woodside Middle School's We the People team.
And later, I'll be in to let you know what you can expect outside this weekend weather-wise.
And I'll be in to let you know everything that's been going on in Homestead Athletics the past week.
All that and so much more
coming up today on HHS In-Depth.
Hello, Homestead. It's Friday, November 7th, and thank you for joining us today on HHS In-Depth. I'm Jordan Barnes.
And I'm Taylor Diamond.
Taylor, how was your Halloween?
My Halloween was pretty great. I went trick-or-treating. I got a lot of candy. What about you?
Unfortunately, I was way too busy. I could not go trick-or-treating. But this weekend, I'll make up some time to see the new fall play. The wait is over. The cast of this year's fall play Rumors has wrapped up an intense tech week. A crucial stretch dedicated to perfecting every sound, light, and cue before opening night. Olivia Butler takes us behind the scenes to see what it takes to bring this production to life and how you can grab your tickets for their debut performance, happening tonight.
Later this evening, these very auditorium seats will be filled with the cast's very first audience, but getting here wasn't easy. During the entire week, the cast of the fall play stayed at the school every single day, working countless hours during their tech week by rehearsing the show and finalizing every little detail.
Tech week can be frustrating at times with having to start and stop so often because of light cues, something's wrong with someone's mic, someone can't find a prop, costumes. There's so much going on at once. It's really nice to see everything come together. That's my favorite part about Tech Week.
Although Tech Week can be challenging, the show itself makes up for it.
I do love being in this show specifically. It's very fun. Doing comedy shows like this are always my favorite, especially when I'm close with the cast like I am this year.
Ultimately, the cast feels ready to face their first audience despite a few setbacks.
So I think overall the cast is doing pretty well. The blocking, there's a lot of different blocking going on, so that's been a little bit difficult, and then lines are always fun to learn. But overall, I think that we're in a pretty good spot, and the group chemistry is really great, and it's going to be a good show.
After spending the last few months and countless hours of hard-earned work, the cast and crew of the Fall Play Rumors are excited to perform their very first show tonight in the Homestead Auditorium at 7 p.m. Other dates include tomorrow at 7 p.m. or Sunday at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Tickets for students will be only $8 and $10 for adults. If you want to be here, make sure not to miss this incredible performance, full of laughter and fun. Olivia Butler, HHS In-Depth.
Be there!
Thanks, Olivia, for the story. If you're looking for an affordable night full of laughter, come out and support the Homestead Theater Department performances running tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday afternoon, with concessions available at the door.
And now we go beyond Homestead.
In national news, former Vice President Dick Cheney, considered to be one of the most powerful figures in modern American politics, died on Tuesday at the age of 84. Cheney served as the nation's 46th vice president under President George W. Bush, playing a central role in shaping U.S. policies following the September 11th attacks and helping lead the country into wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. Before his time as vice president, Cheney held a long career in public service, including serving as a Secretary of Defense under President George H.W. Bush. In later years, Cheney remained an influential yet controversial voice within the Republican Party, especially after breaking sharply with President Donald Trump, calling him a danger to American democracy. In other news, on Tuesday at Louisville's Muhammad Ali International Airport, a UPS cargo plane designated for Hawaii crashed shortly after taking off, killing 9 people and injuring 11. The plane left a fiery trail of destruction and a huge smoke cloud for miles. Flights to and from Louisville were immediately rerouted or canceled, which caused many delays at the airport. And as of recording, at least 16 people are still missing and only one runway at the airport is operating. Stick around, more HHS In-Depth is coming up next, but first, here's a special message about next week's federal holiday, Veterans Day.
What is Veterans Day? Veterans Day is a federal holiday observed annually every November 11th in the United States. The purpose of the holiday is to honor the courageous men and women of this country who served and fought in the military to protect our freedoms. Veterans Day originated from Armistice Day, a holiday created in 1919 to celebrate the end of World War I and honor the people who fought in it. Over time, as the United States became involved in other conflicts, the holiday's name was changed to Veterans Day in order to honor all veterans, regardless of battle. If you can, thank a veteran and don't forget about the lives lost in the fight for our country.
Struggling with pre-calc or trig? Need a test boost or help with tough homework? Join Wave Cycle Learning, where Mr. Staley guides live, online group tutoring Monday through Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. Get expert instruction, collaborate with other students, and access all session recordings, including access to SAT and ACT prep videos. It's just $40 a week. Try it for 2 weeks, then decide if it's for you. Sign up now by going to wavecyclelearning.com or by scanning the QR code on your screen. And be sure to share this information with your pre-calc and trig friends as well. Wave Cycle Learning. Your path to math confidence starts here.
Welcome back to HHS In-Depth.
Big news for the Spartan Alliance Band. Their hard work has paid off once again. Last weekend at Ben Davis High School, the band tied for 3rd place out of 20 schools competing at semi-state. That strong performance means that Spartan Alliance Band is advancing to the state finals for the 38th consecutive year and making their 41st appearance overall. To celebrate this achievement, the band hall has been decorated with masks from the show as well as banners cheering the band on as they head to state. They'll take the field at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis this Saturday at 9 p.m. You can also live stream at box5tv.com. Congratulations to all the band members and directors and good luck at state.
Junior Frank Kai recently won a logo design contest for Grow Allen's Ready, Set, Grow campaign. Grow Allen is a program that helps students across Allen County gain the skills, education, and training they need to succeed in strong, local careers, building a community where everyone has the opportunity to reach their goals and create a bright future for Allen County.
My teacher, Mr. Menko, he's a design teacher last year. He basically reached out to me over the summer and let me know and sent me like a whole document with the details and basically like the requirements and like how to do it.
Frank's design earned him $500 and a day mentorship at a local design firm. Congratulations, Frank.
With students coming and going each year, Woodside Middle School's We the People class welcomes new faces every school year and says goodbye to those who are moving on to high school. Some of these former students return to give back, serving as judges to help current participants sharpen their essays and debate skills.
What drew me back to coming to We the People is just seeing all the middle schoolers be so passionate about this program, and since I can't participate in We the People at the high school level, it's just great to be kind of indirectly involved in the program.
I love seeing the similarities from when I was in it and when they're in it, just like the common road and crossing that we come to. But I also love seeing how they put their personal ideas into it, just like seeing the individuality of each group.
Something I enjoy seeing about the new students every year is just how their group works together and what they choose to focus on. It's really interesting how there could be one question in one unit and they could interpret a question completely different than some group from a previous year and what they choose to focus on. I think that's what makes We the People so special.
With We the People regional competitions just around the corner, be sure to keep an eye out for how both Homestead and Woodside perform in this year's regional round.
On your way to school this Wednesday, you might have seen a bigger and brighter moon than normal. This moon is called a supermoon and happens 3 different times a year. It's not just beautiful, but has many centuries of tradition. This supermoon is called the Beaver Moon and happens every November. The name came from early North American history, where beavers were actively preparing their dams for the winter. According to folklore, this was the best time for hunters to set their lines before the ponds were frozen. Not only was the moon a symbol for the hunters, but it showed indigenous people a seasonal change and the arrival of cold weather.
SETS has noticed more laptops coming in with broken motherboards, and they think it's because students aren't shutting their laptops down before putting them in our bags. So here's a quick reminder. Before you leave school or after you finish your work at home, make sure you completely shut down your laptop. Don't just close the lid. Shutting down helps protect your laptop's motherboard and keeps your battery healthy, so you won't have to wait for a spare if something goes wrong. Let's all do our part to keep our devices running strong.
Last Thursday, students had to find an alternative route to class after a leak sent water across hallways and even forced one classroom to relocate. According to school officials, the issue was construction-related, most likely caused by a new roof drain that wasn't properly connected to the existing system, allowing water to be misrouted throughout the building.
Last Monday, Homestead hosted the annual Spell Bowl competition in the cafeteria where the Homestead team, led by Mr. Kohlglazer, and 9 other schools around the district competed by spelling chosen words from a 2,200-word list at random with a 30-second timer, making the heated competition worthwhile.
No, I thought the team did really well, right? Because they were there, they participated, they had fun, and that's really the most important thing. But in that kind of an environment, I get to see them interacting with their friends and then interacting with other teams. People would see sometimes people that they know on other teams. And so, yeah, it's fun. We have a good time and, again, hopefully learn something along the way.
If you have any questions about getting involved with this fun team for next year, email Mr. Kohlglazer at the email address shown below.
Homestead offers countless opportunities for students to get involved, from chess club to brand new organizations that start with just an idea. But have you ever wondered how these clubs actually get started? Reporter Riley Surface shows us what it takes to turn a simple idea into a thriving student group.
Clubs at Homestead are all about helping students get involved. But have you ever wondered how they even start? Or how you can make your own?
Getting a club sponsor is the first step for starting a club. So I encourage students to reach out to their teachers and ask their teachers if they would be interested in sponsoring their club or supporting their idea. And then we move from there. The teachers give me the A-OK and the thumbs up that they're ready to roll with the group, and we move forward. Our clubs and students, we ask them to follow all school rules and make sure that their club is focusing on bettering the school environment, improving the community. And so, yes, all school rules would apply and always being uplifting and positive in their mission.
I'm Katie Maines, and I started Plush Club. It's a sewing club where students just sew, and if there's optional crochet too. But it's mostly just like a fun crochet and sewing workshop that you can just have fun in. Actually, not as bad as you'd think. You really gotta tell everybody, get posters up. You gotta really get everything going. Think of the future before you keep going.
If this inspires you and you'd like to create your own club, email Miss Bay at the email address shown below. Riley Surface, HHS In-Depth.
Thank you, Riley, for the story.
Taylor, I heard a rumor going around that it's going to snow this weekend.
Oh, Jordan, you know how much I love snow.
And joining us is weather reporter Carter Jagger, and can you confirm?
Guys, it's true. We're going to get some snow on Sunday. As for today, once the rain gets through, it's going to be a comfortable 63. Looking at the weekend, tomorrow is going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 54. And finally, Sunday is going to be the coldest day of the school year so far, with highs only hitting 38, along with rain and, yes, the first snow of the year, but only up to about 1 inch, so plan to be back at school on Monday. With the weekend being full of cold weather, outdoor activities may not seem like the best idea. However, it's a great time to stay in and watch some college and NFL football. Carter Jagger, HHS In-Depth.
Thank you, Carter, for filling us in on this weekend's forecast.
Stick around, more HHS In-Depth is still to come, including an all-new Down to the Wire with Evan Wallet coming up next.
In the first episode of the AI Informative Talk series, we discussed what artificial intelligence is. Welcome to episode 2. We're discussing different types of AI. Today, most AI falls under the category of narrow AI. This includes systems built for a specific task, like Siri answering questions or Spotify curating playlists. AI can also be grouped by its purpose and design. Humanoid AI are robots built to look and act like humans. This is done through speech recognition, computer vision, and motion control tools. Then there's generative AI. Generative AI is a type that's making headlines today. It creates new text, images, music, or code from patterns and data. Think about ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, or Google Gemini. These are all examples of generative AI. AI is creative, powerful, and virtually everywhere. But it also raises big questions about the risks. Tune in next time to learn more about AI.
Next week on HHS In-Depth. Reporter Alice Ford brings us a story on the retirement of Homestead cross-country coach Mrs. West. See that story and more next week on HHS In-Depth.
Welcome back to another edition of Down to the Wire. I'm Evan Wallet. We've officially closed out all fall sports seasons, and for our cross-country teams, they did so in thrilling fashion. Let's start with our boys cross-country team. As they traveled to Terre Haute last Saturday and placed third at state, the impressive finish was a group effort guided by junior Jace Trevino, who ran a 15:44.90, finishing 26th overall. This is the first time our boys team has reached the podium at state in the history of our school.
The girls cross-country team was also at state the same day, where they placed 4th overall, with key runners such as Claire Lebrija finishing at a strong 17th place, along with Katarina Perigo in 34th and Daisy Neeser in 50th. Congrats to both cross-country teams on their excellent seasons.
Last Friday, we saw our football team take on Hamilton Southeastern in the first round of playoffs. Starting off strong, the Spartans took an early 10-7 lead off of a QB keeper for touchdown and field goal in the first quarter. Unfortunately, they were unable to hold on, not scoring in the following quarters, and ultimately falling to HSE 24-10 to officially end their season with a 6-4 record and in third place conference finish. We now make the transition into winter sports, and on Tuesday night, without 2 starters, the Lady Spartans defeated Wayne Generals 65-14 in their season opener. Maya Epps led the way with 18 points, Whitney Inkenbrook added 11 points on 3 3-pointers, and Eva Scarberry had 10. The team is currently ranked number 1 in the state in both the preseason media and coaches polls. It should be a fun winter watching this team play. They will host the Northridge Raiders next Wednesday in their home opener with the JV tip-off schedule for 6:15 p.m. That's all for this edition of Down to the Wire. You can stay up to date with girls basketball and all other Homestead sports by following Homestead Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. Jordan and Taylor, back to you.
Thank you, Evan, and thank you all for watching our show today.
Make sure to follow our socials to keep up with the latest news from Homestead Media.
We look forward to seeing you again next week for another episode of HHS In-Depth.
Enjoy your weekend, Homestead.